there.
So when buying or selling a home, many people go the traditional route by using a real estate agent, but that's starting to change. More people are trying to do the research themselves. The website Zoocasa.com can help. But the information you can access on the site has a lot of real estate agents upset. Here to tell you why is Mark Weisleder, who is a real estate lawyer himself. Thank you for coming in talking about this.
Good morning.
So let's talk about Zoocasa. Have you seen anything like it before? And I guess how accurate would it be for people to use that for research?
Zoocasa is modeled after the American website Zillow, which has been around for a long time. And I can summarize Zillow's accuracy over 10 years by saying that there's a new verb in the United States, and it's called Zillowed. You've been Zillowed if Zillow says your house is worth $300,000, but it's really worth $350,000. And this is what people are already finding out about the Zoocasa site. The prices are either too high, too low, and the problem is Zoocasa can't know if you've recently redone your kitchen and added a lot of value to your home.
So there's no way of I mean, ultimately, for people who haven't been on the site, so you want to know what your house is worth, so you go on, and then you plug in the location. Yeah. What else are you allowed to plug in to help them get that estimate?
I mean, they're asking you for square footage, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, lot size. So there's nothing about what you've done to the house. There's nothing about, let's say, a wind farm has been announced as coming to your area. Do you know what that's going to do to prices?
Right.
Almost immediately? How can Zoocasa or any website have that kind of up-to-date information? And that's why you got to have the local information. So I think it'll be more of a parlor game. However, I do believe that this does raise a whole bunch of privacy concerns in this country.
And the Appraisal Institute of Canada has also raised those concerns. And let's talk about the confidentiality of the information that you're putting out there.
You know, sometimes I wish that the Privacy Commissioner of this country and the Competition Commissioner would just get together, have a coffee, and try to figure this out themselves. Because the Privacy Commissioner has already told us that the price of a home is personal information. It says something about the person. It says what you can afford. It says your standard of living. And so it can only be made available with the permission of the buyer and the seller. And then on the other hand, the Competition Commissioner is saying, well, in the United States it's available, so why shouldn't it be available here? And so everybody should be able to access it anytime. And you know, my own view is, why would you want to look to the American housing market for guidance on anything right now?
Right. So, but it was designed then, whether it was Zillow or in this case Zoocasa, it was designed, what, to replace the need for an agent, or it was designed to just help you, as you say, have a parlor game and then not take it to be exact?
No, I think that it's a research tool. There's a lot of good information on Zoocasa. As for example, they try to put community information, demographics, so that you, and this is the kind of internet research people need to do before they buy a home. And I think Zoocasa is trying to make themselves a destination website. And if you look at it, they sell advertising. They sell advertising to real estate agents. They sell advertising to mortgage brokers. That's what I think the purpose of their website is, to generate advertising revenue.
So what if somebody wants to go on and find out what your house is worth? How does that work? Can somebody go on and say, oh, I know he lives over here, I'm going to find out?
Yeah, so example, if they know how many bedrooms and bathrooms are in my house, they know the square footage and the lot size, they can plug it in and get a value for what my house is worth. And your house as well. Like anybody in this country can go on that website and find it, and I just think that, you know, people are upset about that. And I know this for a fact because many clients of mine are now saying, I don't want my name on the title records when I buy a house. I want that price off. And you can keep the price off your title record by just paying the land transfer tax to the province in advance. So that tells me that sale price is personal, and it does matter to people, and there have to be rules here as to when you can access it and when you can't.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon, so I guess it would be user beware in this case.
Yeah, very good.
As opposed to buyer beware. All right, thank you so much for coming in on this.
My pleasure. Thank you, Beverly.
And now, winterizing your car.
Well,